gonna do a collection video of everything I got, real quick and dirty. Bear with me. Funko Pops. I still buy a few Funko Pops, mostly for movies and shows that I just gotta have them. Disney section, TV, big TV fan, Office, Cheers, got the whole gang, and got the new Frasier Pops recently, 90s TV, NECA, Back to the Future figures, which are awesome. I slept on these for a while, but they are great. Just got Quint from Jaws. Please make the other two NECA if you can get the likeness rights. Big Enter Bay fan for a while, went through a phase, as you can see. Young Shaq is probably my favorite figure. That head sculpt is great. Force Awakens section. Little solo shelf. This is all mostly extra stuff that I have to set aside. I'll move this way to the Hot Toys shelf. Young Han Solo, Last Jedi. People hate on the sequels, but I like them for what they are. I love everything Star Wars. Mando. Just got IG-11 in the mail today. Return of the Jedi Luke, of course. Some random boxes. Keep those on display. My random comic slash, Star Wars characters from whatever, comics, legends, etc. Last Jedi display. Some figure arts in there. I got the Poe Dameron Vintage Collection X-Wing, which is an awesome vehicle. We'll come back up this way and on this Hot Toy shelf. This is every Marvel Hot Toy that I have. Followed by my New Hope shelf. New Hope display. Some of the first Hot Toys I bought when I first got into them. The Vader Tarkin 2-pack was my first Hot Toys purchase from Big Bad Toy Store, and I was hooked. Keep some boxes displayed, more Star Wars Funko Pops. Other boxes, excuse me, Minnesota Viking fan there, as you can see. Got the newer Millennium Falcon. Still in the box, because I have another one, as you'll see. We'll over to this shelf, empty, some more Hot Toys boxes, and we got Force Awakens display. And into the Black Series. Black Series is probably my favorite thing in Star Wars figures, still to this day. I just love the Black Series, I've fallen in and out of love with other lines, scales, through the years, but I always come back to the Black Series. It's just, the one that you stick with, for me. Little Empire display. I got rid of IG-11. I threw him against the wall because he would not stand up. Just chucked him over there one day. Carbonized collection. Black Series, and I guess we'll come this way now. More Hot Toys Empire Strikes Back display. I'm trying to be complete on this. It's one of my, I don't have many focuses, but I'm getting all of these figures. I used to have the Snow Trooper and I sold it. Huge mistake. Regret it now, but what are you gonna do? The DX-07, Bespin Luke Skywalker. Got him hanging right there. Awesome figure. Prequels, Black Series. Love this display. I recently just put Grievous on a stand. He has trouble standing on his own. I had him on a different stand for a long time, and I wanted all his lightsabers out looking menacing. SH Figuarts Yoda there. It's an awesome figure. Snow speeders, some Black Series vehicles, just for whatever for right now. And an empty shelf. I got some room. I'm running out of space, but I do have some room. Retro collection, including Yak Face that came with the sail barge. Spoiler alert. Empire Strikes Back Funko Pop display. Again, Empire Strikes Back. I don't know. I have a few Empire displays now that I think about it. Must be my favorite movie. I mean, Empire or A New Hope goes back and forth through the years. Was my favorite. The Big Falcon. I bought this thing like 6 months before they announced the new one, but it was a pretty good deal, and I do love it. So it's all right. Let me come up to the top. Some vehicles, 3.75 scale vehicles, vintage collection, Slave 1, a vintage AT-AT that I recently bought at a local toy store, and that's where I got the snow speeder as well. Some figures mixed in of different scales, the Bobas, etc. SH Figuarts Vader and Obi-Wan. We'll move this way. More Hot Toys, prequels. This shelf has some 3.75 stuff, vehicles, TIE Fighter and X-Wing. Got those set up there looking good. Again, as you can see, I collect all scales, different stuff. Mostly Black Series and 3.75, and Hot Toys, obviously. But Hot Toys can get expensive, and you gotta take breaks every now and then. These are old starting lineup football, sports figures, most of which I've had for years. There goes my cat, knocking them over like she always does. Freddie Mercury SH Figuarts, awesome figure. The Ghostbusters. We move up here, we got more starting lineups and more of the Enterbay figures from earlier. The Michael Jordan set, the 2-pack. Rookie Jordan, young Jordan, another rookie Jordan, and the famous dunk pose. An older man Jordan kicking it. Move over to this shelf. Hot Toys boxes. Solo and Rogue One and Clone Wars pops. For whatever reason. I set these out the other day to make room on a shelf that we're about to see. Marvel Legends. I just needed room in my Marvel Legends display, so I did a little Black Panther thing there. He's hanging off the side. I got some Marvel boxes here, just out in the open storage / display area. So I moved some of these Marvel Legends over that I thought looked interesting together, that's all. I'm gonna go up here and we got Director Krennic flanked by some Death Troopers, Stormtroopers, and the Emperor himself. Emperor Palpatine, one of my favorite figures overall, one of my favorite characters. And as you can see here, I kind of do some wallpaper with my vintage collection card backs. But we'll move down here. More starting lineups on this shelf, most of which are from my back in the day, as they say. Some random Funko Pops. We'll get up to Marvel Legends here. MCU, everything's MCU. I'm not a comic fan. I don't pretend to be. I don't know, the history of Captain America back, in the 40s and this and that, and Iron Man purist, and don't know anything about it. Don't care. Love the MCU though. Guardians of the Galaxy shelf, and some random Harry Potter figures. stuff that I've acquired through the years. And some random Marvel Legends from said comics and different things. X-Men that I've picked up. I'll go over here. Some prequel. Sometimes stuff just doesn't have a shelf, you know, and you gotta find room for it. Here's the new McFarlane figures. I've acquired a few of them. Looking for a few from the new Justice League. I'll pick those up. And the 90s Turtles NECA figures that really are spectacular. Everybody loves them, and rightfully so. I even managed to get the Raph and Casey 2-pack. We'll go straight up. Some Clone Wars displays. I've been acquiring these figures the past few months because I never collected when they were out originally. I wasn't collecting back then. I was like in my early 20s, and action figures were not something I cared about. And here we have Jabba's sail barge, as you can see. Flanked by one of the skiffs. We'll get another look at it here. Well, these Clone Wars figures in front have stands. Nothing else in this display has a stand on it. I got them all to perfectly balance for now. I mean, I get shelf divers. Pretty common. But right now everything's cooperating. We'll hit this shelf. Some toy box figures up top. Everything will be Black Series here, displayed by movie. I like to display by movie. When things are mix and matched, I don't know. I like to keep everything by their property, I guess. Or Rogue One. Mayfex Vader. SH figure where it's K2SO. A bunch of stuff waiting for the Razor Crest on this shelf. And Rogue One action. Below this shelf, I just got some Hot Wheels vehicles, ships we don't need to see. Little Vader display there, various scales. Here we have the Black Series. I got a bunch of things for Return of the Jedi, and you know, it doesn't really all fit on one shelf, as you'll see. Tatooine shelf, basically. And here we have Jabba's palace, Return of the Jedi. So, like the Emperor and the Royal Guards would look out of place on this shelf. So, just keeping it over there for now. The redesigning of the Black Series boxes was the best decision Hasbro has made in like the last 5 years or so, probably. Rise of Skywalker. With the image on the side now, it's just way better. Everybody seems to dig it too, which is hard these days. Figure Arts Han Solo, Force Awakens is a great figure. From a movie that doesn't have a lot of great figures. What I have of vintage figures mixed with retro collection, I mix and match. I don't care. Don't care at all. Guess what? I was not alive when A New Hope came out. K2SO never stands up. I'm 37, so I mean, I saw the prequels in the theater, but vintage figures, you know, the purists out there, whatever. I mix them with the retro collection. Geonosis. These shelves are awesome. I really love these displays. This one's kind of just in a holding pattern. For now, I'm redoing some stuff with that one. But here we have the Hoth Black Series shelf, which the Hoth Rebel Soldier One of the best figures in the Black Series. My favorite figure of the year for 2020. So many different options to display that guy. And here we have everybody's favorite, the Mandalorian. Again, the box is great. Great artwork, great display. Cad Bane randomly. Here we'll go over here. We got the big TIE fighter with Finn. Sequels display. Oh my god. 3 3/4. More Empire Strikes Back. It's a theme. A lot of these figures I had through the years, I did collect when I was younger. Power of the Force 2, child of the 90s. So everything Power of the Force 2 I had growing up, and then I got back into collecting years ago. I love it. Tatooine. That's the Disney Sandcrawler, which is awesome. Hasbro can do one, that'd be cool. I'd buy it. And the final shelves, we have an animated display, animated shelf, the Rebels crew, and what we have of the Bad Batch so far. Waiting patiently for my wrecker. Patiently. And here we have more Return of the Jedi stuff that won't fit all on one shelf. We have Poplu taking off there, Leia. This display is kind of a work in progress too, when I figure out, you know, we have Bib Fortuna coming, we have more Return of the Jedi stuff coming, General Lando, so gotta get that display figured out. I moved these books over here recently. Now my Star Wars books are right by my toys, so that's awesome. And finally, we have a trooper shelf of random troopers that I've acquired through the years. And probably my favorite shelf and display in the collection, I have my Clone Wars, Black Series, and some Figuarts shelf. Actually, I don't think there's any Figuarts. Black Series, Clone Wars display. That's what a complete set of Star Wars Black Series clones looks like. Some people army build and have even more, which I might do over time, but we'll see. They look great. Hasbro's killing it. I love the Black Series. Thanks for watching. If you watch this, thanks.